happy. I can't believe we are, thank you, whoever recorded. Can't believe this is our last ECBC for the school year. You guys have been absolutely outstanding. If you weren't on Happy Teacher Appreciation Week, couldn't do it without you. Everybody on here in my eyes is an educator or a teacher in some fashion, no matter what agency you're from. And so collectively together, super, super appreciative of all of you. And we're grateful to be here today. And I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see everything. Do you guys see, hold on. Do you see the PowerPoint or no, okay.
PowerPoint.
Okay, you never know. All right. So just to get started, Lindsay Horowitz, post-secondary transition specialist with MDE, and here with all of our colleagues. And then I don't know if Alyssa, you wanted to say good morning.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. This is Alyssa Klein, the Transition and Pre-Employment Transition Specialist from Vocational Rehabilitation Services. Welcome.
Yay. And then once we get into our breakouts, our leads will be able to say good morning as well. We couldn't do it without of our whole group. So thank you. Just to go over our agenda today, we want to have a celebratory moment of all of your work this year. I know some of you have said that, well, we'll get to it. So we'll do our celebration, we'll go through our data, have some community highlights. That was amazing last time. And we're going to have our two other strands share and then talk about next year. And then we will have some time to complete a survey, and we'll also send out the survey. But we want to give you time to complete it here. It shouldn't take you any more than like 5 minutes. And then we'll go into our breakout sessions, and that'll be our last one for this school year. So we're really appreciative. So just to start, I'd love us, I'm going to stop sharing real quick to watch this amazing. So some of you may have seen it because it was shared at one of our meetings with our commissioner. And I couldn't not share it because it's just, I got tears from it. It's just so amazing. So hope you guys feel the same. I can't multitask, so I'm going to not talk for a moment. And get this up. Okay. All right. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to reshare. Share my sound. All right.
This joy that I have.
You guys hear that?
The world didn't give it to me. Oh, this joy that I have. The world didn't give it to me. Don't you know that? This joy that I have. The world didn't give it to me. Oh, I said the world didn't give it. The world can't take it away. Oh, this strength that I have, this strength that I have. This strength that I have. Oh, yeah, now. The world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it to me. This strength that I have. Oh, yeah. The world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it to me. This strength that I have. Oh, yeah. The world didn't give it to me. Oh, I said the world didn't give it. The world can't take it away. Oh, this love that I have. This love that I have. Oh, yeah, now. The world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it to me. This love that I have. Oh, yeah. The world didn't give it to me. Don't you know that? This love that I have, yeah. The world didn't give it to me. Singing, the world didn't give it. The world can't take it away. Oh, this pride that I have, this pride that I have. This pride that I have. Oh, yeah, now. The world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it to me. This pride that I have. I said the world didn't give it to me. Don't you know that this pride that I have, yeah, the world didn't give it to me. Oh, I said the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. All this peace that I have, oh, yeah. The world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give me my peace that I have. Oh yeah, now. The world didn't give it to me. Won't you sing about peace? This peace that I have. Oh yeah, now. The world didn't give it to me. I said the world didn't give it. The world can't take it away. All this joy that I have, this joy that I have. This joy that I have. Oh yeah, now. The world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it to me. This joy I said the world didn't give it to me. Don't you know that this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Oh, I said the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. The world didn't give it and the world can't take it away. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. The world didn't give it and the world can't take it away. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. Give it and the world can't take it away. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away.
So this is, it just felt like it resonated with me with ECBC. You guys have brought so much to all of our youth that you're working with, and you are resilient. You have given these opportunities to our youth on your own. And so I thought, oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. You have, we're all in it together. But you've made opportunities in unprecedented times, and you've done that with open arms, happy faces. And we can't thank you enough. It's really incredible. And this video, I feel like, speaks to our group here, all of your hard work, and we are so appreciative of you. And that being said, we want to celebrate you guys because we couldn't do it without you. So thank you. And let me get the PowerPoint back up. And I had something else in my head that I wanted to say, but I got emotional. So that's what came out. So thank you guys. Yay. If you want, feel free to put in the chat like a word that describes what you felt while watching that video, while I'm getting the PowerPoint back up. Oh. Okay. Oh, I have to share first. Oh, yay. Energy, cool. Thank you guys. And the PowerPoint is online if you guys, and so the link is in there. Okay, can you see the PowerPoint? Yes, awesome. I'm gonna shrink you guys as much as I love to see you all. Okay, all right. So our next is we are gonna go into our data, and I'm gonna turn it over to you, Alyssa.
All right. Hi again, everybody. Yeah, we'll go into the next slide here. We're just gonna, again, this has been just an unprecedented year. And so we appreciate all the work you've done and entering things into your workbooks. So we went through them all, and this is just a summary of students who have been employed, like the total number of students who have been employed this year. And we know this isn't the total final number because we didn't get all the teams' data yet. But even with that, you can see here on the bottom, there are 261 students among the districts listed here, the community teams listed here, that have been employed this school year. And to me, that says a lot right there too, because Even keeping a job during this year was difficult, and for those that found new employment. So again, shout out to all of you. What we're going to do is we ask that you can get your final numbers in by the end of the school year. We end up putting together a report on June 30th, and we're gonna put together a full report and send it out to everybody. I know not everyone's working over the summer, but we'll send it out to the group so you'll get it when you do check your email. Anyway, if you have any problems with that, any questions, let us know. It'll be a more detailed report with all of the different fields that we have on that student tracker worksheet in the workbook. So let us know if you have questions. Was there anything else I was going to say, Lindsay, about that?
No, I think you covered it. And I just to reiterate, we really do need that data. Please know that there's no judgment. We know that it's been hard, and if you have 0, great. If you have more than 0, great. But we just really need you to put something in there. And so these are the ones that were in there. So we wanted to highlight those as well. And we need that by the end of the school year. Just to reiterate that again.
Yep, and as a reminder, we do, our MDE shares that data with the Olmsted sub-cabinet. So it doesn't just float to nowhere.
Right,
It goes to
we
them.
rely on you.
Yep, but we also want to be able to celebrate all of our accomplishments so we can have those numbers and then look at how can we keep increasing them in the years to come. So
Awesome, thank you.
I think I'm at the next slide too.
There we go.
So hopefully everybody got an email on Monday this week. We've entered everyone that's a part of the ECBC into a new E1MN Youth Professionals listserv. And so that's going to be our way of sending out broadly messages to anyone that works as a professional in the world of transition. So that includes educators, BRS staff, counties, and our providers, and any advocates, anyone that supports youth in transition. So if you did not get the E1MN Youth announcement, please contact me, email me, and my email's on this slide actually. So that we make sure we get you entered. And then we also ask that you share this with any educator, like people that you work with in your district, or for our BRS and county staff, or any other schools you work with, or in the counties, other folks in the county that you think would like to get those announcements related to youth. So in that message, I just wanted to summarize what we announced on Monday, is that DVRS has funding available to support special educators who want to get their work-based learning license endorsement. We're really excited about this. We're putting a good amount of funding in place for this. So there's a lot of detail to it. Some of that is on this screen here. We have 2 teacher preparation programs that you can choose from right now. We're hoping we'll add a 3rd later. And the first deadline to apply for the funds is May 21st. So just reach out to me if you have any questions about that. There's been a lot of interest, and we're hoping this will help build the capacity to have more work-based learning coordinators across our state to support youth with disabilities.
Woohoo!
Woo! Yep. Okay.
All right. Go to our next slide here.
Yeah, I think we're going to get into some of our highlights today. In our last meeting, we highlighted some stories from 2 of our 4 strands, and this month we're going to be highlighting the final 2 of our 4, and we're going to start with business engagement. So I'm going to hand it over to Amanda Jensen-Stahl and Michelle Shinoleski, who are the business engagement leads, who are going to talk about highlights.
Alyssa, one
Yes.
quick question that was asked.
Yes.
Regarding the endorsement, can they apply if they have a DHH license instead of a special ed? And I think that answer would be yes, because DHH would technically still be special ed, but I don't know.
Yes, you need to have a tier 3, tier 4 special ed. And so I would think all of the different
Yeah.
categories of special ed count.
I would too. Okay.
Yes. Reach out to me if you have other questions. Okay, Amanda and Michelle.
Well, good morning, everyone. Michelle Shumalewski, Voc Rehab Services. Amanda is in another meeting today and unable to join us. I'm going to do a quick screen share of PowerPoint, hopefully. How long will this take before I get it? All right, can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
All right. So this year, for 2021, we had a real small business engagement team. Brooklyn Center, Forest Lake, Montemedi, Minneapolis, T+, and the Robbinsdale School District. I think the sentiment of the entire group was, it is really hard to do our work this year. The pandemic, of course, forced many challenges on this group in our ability to meet with students in person, to have some really good conversation about work, what work means to that student, and most of all, to engage with business. We also know that there was a downturn in our business climate. Jobs weren't as readily available. Many people were laid off. And as quickly as hiring picked up, some of our students and youth and their families were not ready to go out and engage in the community. But despite all of the challenges that we faced, we created some goals. Teams were given the opportunity to participate in business engagement and beyond. Placement 101 training that supported work experiences coordinators in their efforts to approach business, to highlight the talent that their students have. We also worked on connecting and engaging with the local VRS business engagement networks. This afforded the districts the opportunity to learn about businesses in their communities, hiring practices, share information about upcoming virtual job fairs, share information about who's hiring in the community and the business practices of those job openings. How do I apply for a job here? Technical and regular assistance was provided through the ECBC teams. It's interesting, although connecting virtually created many challenges, there were many opportunities experienced by the groups that created much stronger partnerships within their BRS, school staff, and county teams that were supporting students. We also asked our groups to track job interviews, work experiences, and job hires. We're going to hear from one of our member districts this morning. Julie Glogie is a new team member to ECBC and joined the joined actually the Brooklyn Center School District as the work experience coordinator this year and has done a fabulous job supporting the students and, the VRS teams, and really has done some outstanding work laying the groundwork for the 2021-22 school year. So Julie, your slides are up, and if you could tell me when you would like me to advance, that would be great.
Yep. So thank you. I wanted to take a moment to share the exciting highlights from our ECBC BC team. That's a mouthful. So wanted to share some highlights of how ECBC has helped our BC staff and community partners and vocational rehab have an impact on our students as they plan for life after high school. So you can advance. Next slide.
I'm stuck. Here we go.
So this year, supporting ECBC, despite COVID, we pushed beyond that. And what it looked like was that we focused more on building our team. As I was new to the team, I wanted to build our ECBC cohort to be a strong cohort. And so we established new and cultivated existing relationships with employers interested in supporting opportunities for the youth we serve. And with that, we this year, because of COVID, I focused on collaborating with staff within my building to create a menu of work experiences for our students from 9th through 12th grade, and setting up job descriptions and stuff like that within our school. And so the students would interview and fill out applications and interview with jobs within our school and in the community for next year. So we're getting ready to roll that out in the fall. We participated in the Northwest Region Business Engagement Network with Sarah Wolf as our chair. She's an amazing chair of that group. And part of that group, there was more voices for work coordinators from different districts in the area. So that helped us collaborate as work coordinators from different districts in our region. It helped me build my community business network at BC through collaborating with professionals outside of our school district. And so I relied heavily on the members of our ECBC cohort to network with the businesses and partners. And so they've been a tremendous support in doing that. We also shared ideas. We would brainstorm ideas on how students could explore their careers and gain work experience through COVID. And also there was a tremendous amount of support from my committee as well, or the ECBC cohort, when we experienced tragedies, several tragedies in our community, causing a lot of distress and unrest. And then we helped create a feeling of community in our network of support and cross collaboration between all the different community partners and committees that we work with. Go to the next slide. And so ECBC, and Ben, just to add to that a little bit, we created a network of community businesses and professionals as we continued to build our transition program based on the needs of students. So the community is helping us build our transition program at our school, which I love because it extends beyond our school walls. And that's kind of what I wanted to do as a work-based coordinator. And so I'm really happy to see that come into place or come into reality. They allowed opportunities for us to brainstorm and network within the community, and it allowed to plan engaging activities for our students, even though we were in different learning formats. The brainstorming was great and the networking. By participating, our students were able to gain skills as they prepare to enter the workforce. Part of the community aspect is part of our ECBC core. We have teachers from BC that are also part of that committee. They can attend when they want, and they have given feedback that they've really loved seeing the network possibilities, and they're really excited about collaborating with the community and bringing the community into our school for more support in exploring careers. Some of the things that took place as a result of our collaboration was establishing a Minnesota Trades Academy internship through Brooklink for students to explore careers. So they're going to be building a ticket booth using all the JATC people are going to come to our school and build a ticket booth. And so the students get to firsthand build the ticket booth with professionals in the trades. We're going to start a career club in the fall. And then we also they helped with recruiting speakers for our classrooms. And we're working now on a transition fair in November, a regional transition fair. So we collaborate with other transition teachers to create a seamless network of sharing ideas and resources and help ensure a smooth transition from high school to transition programs and VRS support after graduation. So it's, and then the team and network of sharing ideas is teachers across the region, not just at BC. So we cover students from 9th grade through 21 with our group. Next slide. And then we restarted a valuable resource of the Northwest CTIC this year. So the Community Transition Interagency Committee. We've explored teaming with local businesses and programs to enhance all of our school programs in our region. We've helping families explore resources available to them in the region, and then collaborating with other districts and professionals to create a network of support and share resources. So if you don't have an active CTIC in your area, I highly recommend starting one because it's amazing with that network and how everybody works together. And these are all the benefits and all the groups that work together to collaborate, collaborating and networking to provide the really good work experience programs at our high school as a work coordinator. And so I thought I'd throw out, because we in special ed love acronyms, and so I thought I'd throw out a bunch of acronyms. And the last one, oh my goodness, we are so excited for next year and what is to come as a team.
Thank you so much, Julie. And we are very excited. We've worked really hard this year to lay a good foundation to be ready to start doing some really great things during 2021-22. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys. That was amazing. I feel like when we get to share and see these stories, it really speaks to what we want you guys to accomplish in that continuous improvement, right? And it's not just what you're going to do one year and then be done with it. It's so fun to see systems being put into place, opportunities happening for our youth. You guys are incredible. It's awesome. All right. So I think, let's see, our next team is our family engagement team. And so I'll turn it over to Beth.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Beth Gruby from the Department of Human Services, and along with Carrie Jacoba and Ryan Mers, we are leading this group, and we participated in an activity, kind of a pilot for teams to start using some of the tools that we've created. And so that was kind of what we wanted to tell you a little bit about today. So the My Vault pilot has occurred this year, and we started it in March. And so just as a refresher, the My Vault is a tool, a private account that students and professionals and families can set up to have a way to securely store and share information and do activities. And so the My Vault pilot started in March. And there were 3 teams that participated, and just really kind of trying to put their toes in the water about how do we use this My Vault, what's the benefit of it, how can we incorporate it into what's happening. And so the Alexandria team, Northern Lights, and Wilmer have participated and done great things, and I appreciate you all so much. And so really just testing, again, like I said, that how do we use it to collaborate with each other? So between folk rehab and schools and students and parents and all, and lead agencies as well. So, and then also, how do you use it for yourself to support the work that you're doing? So one thing that we discovered, we had a, kind of, we did weekly check-ins and talked with each other. And one thing that came out of it that was interesting that Alyssa probably can talk more about, but setting up my vault accounts can be paid for using the PREETS dollars, and that can also count towards PREETS outcomes. So that was something that was learned and was interesting for the whole group. I don't know, Alyssa, if you want to say any more about that.
Yeah, there isn't much more to say, but obviously having a place where students can store their career development and their, all these materials that they get is so huge. And we're talking about this, in conversations with so many different districts. So I just, again, want to appreciate and call, shout out to the 3 teams that did this, because we really want to be using My Vault more and more going forward. If you have questions about using PREETS for this, just let me know.
All right, so Ellen from Alexandria is actually going to talk about how it went and what they did in their team, because so you can hear it firsthand. So I'll turn it over to you, Ellen.
Okay, I think I'm unmuted. Can people hear me? All right. Yeah, so as a school district, we heard about the vault and decided, because we do not have a secure way of sending files digitally, and people are wanting their IEPs, evals, and progress reports and things like that sent to them digitally, so they can share them digitally. We just decided this would be a great avenue for us to experiment and see if we could find a secure way to share documents. So that's kind of how it all started for us, was really through the school district and what we wanted to have. So parent-teacher conferences is a requirement for us as a school district, and we talk and meet with our families numerous times every week. So having a scheduled parent-teacher conference night to have the parents come in and talk is great, but we're meeting and talking to them all the time, throughout the week. So what we decided to do a few years back is have special events happening on those nights when we have parent-teacher conferences. And so we decided to teach the families about the vault for one of the parent-teacher conferences I think it was in February when we did that, or maybe early March. So we just invited families to come in. We gave them a 30-minute time slot to sign up for. So it was just one family. So we didn't feel like we were concerned about any confidentiality. If parents wanted to ask questions and stuff, they could privately with us, with the staff here. And then we invited them to set up their own vault account. And sometimes we did it in the students' names, and if they were their own guardian. And then for students who have a legal guardian, the legal guardian chose to set up the vault account. And that's how we got the accounts, how the families to participate and set up the accounts. As far as using them, we are still trying to figure that out, because you do your IEP once a year, you do your eval report, every 3 years. So we're just, as it comes up, as we're redoing IEPs, or as families are asking for them, then we're saying, okay, let's try to use your vault, and we're getting the PDF out to them so they can store it in their vault. And I've been storing it in my vault and sharing it with them. And then from there, we helped them set up their teams. And most of the families had all their contact information with the night that they came in. So we were able to set up those teams right away. But I wouldn't say that we are proficient at using the vault yet, as I've shared with Beth many times, but we are trying it. And so far we like it. I guess the other thing I do want to say is that the vault is connected to DB 101, the Disability Hub, and that website is just so great and has so much information on it and very underutilized in the state of Minnesota. And so if this is one way we can get families onto that website and possibly using some of the tools that are on that website, I really felt like that was another good reason for us to start using the vault. So hopefully next year I'll be able to report, how well it's been going for us. I did just have a family from a couple of years ago, maybe just last year they graduated, I can't remember. They want their resume, and when the student leaves the school district, their account is shut down. And even though I might have access, or I maybe had access to that resume, they shared it with me because they were the owner of it, I can't go back and get it. And we maybe shared it with all the service providers, but nobody can find it. And just one small example of how if something was stored in the vault, the student and the family would have access to that. So just hoping to make that all the hard work that they do and just let them have access to it when they leave. Sometimes the students can't remember the emails that they set that we transferred everything to, or even the families maybe don't remember which email we used to transfer all their school documents. So I think the vault will be, if the county and VRS are using them as well, I think it'll be a very handy tool as we develop and grow. So thanks. Did I cover everything, Beth?
Yep, I think so. Thank you. And then,
Yep.
so you say that you're not proficient in the vault, but you're about the most proficient that we know of. So that's great. Thank you for all your help. And it's, it's still really new. So getting used to it.
You did ask me, Beth, in one of our sessions about the different activities available on the vault, and we have played around with them as a staff. We also tried to do some with the life course this year. So we've been spending more time on that with the students than we have the activities, but we're hoping next year to tap those activities look really good. And we're hoping to tap into those more as we grow next year. So.
Cool. And that's great. Having a plan. So what's super exciting, I think, as well, is the other teams kind of learned as well, like, okay, getting used to it this year. And then so next year you can have a plan for how do we incorporate this into the school year, from the beginning. So that I think that was a really great thing and a good lesson as well. And then also you bring up a good point that we are creating more tools in the vault, more of those activities. So you mentioned the Charting Life course tools, and they will be incorporated in the vault as an activity. So you won't have to go out and do that and then try to upload it into the vault and stuff. So that will be coming as well. So really helping us figure out like what is useful with the vault, what isn't useful, how is it working, how isn't it working, has been really, really great. I really appreciate everybody's help with that. And there will be more to come.
Well, and I think, Beth, too, as E1MN gets stronger and more developed, I think the vault will pick up speed with that whole union of everything. So super excited all about E1MN. It's a dream come true for me as I'm getting close to the end of my career.
Great. Yeah, thanks. Me too. I'm excited. Not getting close to the end of my career, but I'm excited about E1MN. All right. I think that's our report. Thanks.
But there is a question in the chat from Carol. Can you see that, or do you want me to read it? I really like the features that are added to the hub when logged in through my vault. Is there a folder in the ECBC hub to look for lesson plans, adaptations to hub activities?
I'm not sure exactly what you mean, the ECBC hub.
Carol, maybe you can jump in.
Sure. So, I mean, there's so many really great, slides and things and worksheets. And I'm thinking if somebody took the time to make it one of those things more interactive so that students could, switch through or make choices or add symbol supports to things, if we could share, if there's a place to be able to share those resources as they're created so someone else doesn't have to come along and recreate the wheel.
Sure. Yeah, so what we did in the ECBC a few years ago is create kind of a curriculum that schools could use if they wanted to, kind of just leading through. That was more for DB 101. It was before we really got into the vault a lot, but we could do something similar that we put together, like here's the here's kind of a curriculum that you could use in a classroom if you wanted to, or you could use with a student or a family if you wanted to, and just kind of lead through, here are some of the steps that you can take. What we're doing right now is creating some kind of how-to guides, like a welcome to the vault video. Here's how you set up contacts, here's how you save files, and some things like that. So we'll have some of that kind of put together already. And then as we add activities to the vault, we'll also be building little tutorial videos and things like that. So that's a great suggestion, great idea that we could work on doing for next year as well.
Wonderful, thank you. It's also just so nice to hear too an experience with the vault, because you think of it and you're like, okay, how do I wrap my head around it? But then to have like a real life experience from an education perspective, VRS and county all together, it's really nice to see how it comes out. And so to hear Ellen, you say you are excited, even though you're nearing your end of your career here, but it's just exciting to see what the future holds, because obviously it will hopefully affect our youth more positively too. Well, thank you.
Sorry, Lindsay, it looks like there's one more question in the
Oh,
chat.
I'm sorry.
So will those tutorials and videos being developed be put on the SharePoint, ECBC SharePoint site? So I think we can find a way to do that, right?
Yeah.
You know, I can, this is Alyssa, just jump in. You know, we are working right now as a team with the hub and DHS folks on enhancements to the hub and thinking about where those connections maybe could be within the vault. So I imagine what we could do is, like you're saying, Beth, as things are being developed, maybe next year offer more training for the ECBC members on that.
Yeah.
So that's something we can be thinking about over the summer.
Yeah.
Great. Any other questions on my vault? Love that you guys are asking them. Okay, well, I will share here and we'll go back to our PowerPoint. Oh, hello. You guys see just the Alexandria screen? Okay, thank you. All right, so then we're gonna move into next year planning. Obviously, ECBC will continue. We're grateful that you guys did it this year and would love for you guys to come back next year, spread the word. All are welcome. We just wanted to share just a little bit, you know, we've learned a lot this year, and where we learn the most is from you guys. You guys have really provided some outstanding feedback, and we adapt based on what you guys share with us, because we want this to be for you and so you get the most out of it. So with what we hear from you, we adapt, like I said, and so we are gonna have time to fill out a survey today. It's gonna take you maybe 5 minutes, depending on your open-ended answers. And we want you to share your feedback. Good, positive, negative, suggestions. We wanna hear that so that we can adjust for you guys. Alyssa, did you wanna add anything on our learnings, or did I?
No, the thing I think about is ECBC, as Lindsay said earlier, is all about continuous improvement process. And just as we all are in the community teams, learning and, you know, working through each year, things we want to work on, that's the same thing with ECBC as a whole. So we have a steering committee. So getting that feedback so that we can just keep getting it better and better is our goal too. So that's all.
Perfect. So I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to put the link for the survey in the chat so you guys can take it. And if you have questions while you're taking it, please feel free to unmute or put it in the chat. Oh my God, I'm able to talk and do this. Okay. Here we go. So there is the link. So we're just going to give you a few minutes to do that right now, if you wouldn't mind. I should play some music. Let's find some. Maybe we'll just give one more minute. some people have said some interesting comments about the music. Okay, hopefully you guys were able to fill out the survey. It wasn't too painful. We really appreciate you taking the time to do that. And then we'll use that for planning for next year. So let's see, it's 9:54. You guys want like a restroom break and then we go into our breakouts at 10? Okay, so what I think, Alyssa, can you give me 1 minute? Alyssa, I'm wondering. It is, okay, 1 minute. Oh my goodness. I'm
Work from
wondering,
home.
I'm wondering, do we want to wait to go into the breakouts? I can open the breakouts now and you guys can take your breaks.
Yeah, why don't we, how about everyone just go and take a break, come back right at 10, and then we'll open up the break rooms then.
Thanks, team.
Yes.
as we're getting close to 10, all of our breakout leads, you guys should all be co-hosts so that you have other capabilities as well. So let me know if you aren't. But otherwise, I think we're set. I think we'll open our rooms.
Yeah, and then the banker.
What? It's okay? Okay.
If you're
Lindsay?
not,
Oh.
Prospecting working leads that are.
Go ahead, Emily.
this is Emily. If you're not in a breakout room or you didn't get a message to join one, if you could unmute yourself, I have to do it one at a time, but I can manually put you in whatever breakout room you would like to go to. There's about 10 or so people.
He's got a mediocre job.
I go to business engagement
And who is that?
as Ben Rodriguez.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, pretty much, and that's.
Melissa, were you going to say something?
Yeah, Elise had to leave, just FYI, so the interpreter.
The cap, yes, yes.
I didn't know if you got that. Okay. just
Oh,
wanted to
yeah.
make sure.
No, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna go. Emily, you good?
Yeah, did you want people to the record on locally on their computer, the breakouts?
I think we determined last time
Okay, didn't work out.
that it was okay.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
No, thank you. Okay.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
So if any of you remaining don't have a message to go to a breakout room, please let me know. Some of you should have a message and you can just hit that more button and hit the breakout room. If you had to step away for a minute.
I'm not seeing mine.
Okay, yep, I don't have you assigned one. Which one would you like to go to?
Okay.
Which breakout room would you like to go to?
I did sign up for transition, but can I do business engagement?
There you go.
I don't have one either.
Okay,
And
Jenny,
I'm customized employment.
perfect.
Hi, this is Emily Keller. I was hoping for business engagement when you get a
Okay.
minute. Thank you.
Steve Spandam, business engagement.
Thank you.
Hey, Emily.
Hey, Anne, how are you?
Good. How about you?
Good, thanks.
I was a little late coming back. Sorry about that. Hey, can you throw me into CE, customized employment?
Yep.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, everyone. I'm not sure how the breakout rooms got closed, but I've reopened them to rejoin. My apologies. I'm not exactly sure how that happened.
No worries. We just, it's only Friday.
Right. Sorry, everyone.
Thanks, Emily.
Thank you.
Hi, Emily.
Yes.
I'm Karen, but I think I was in the wrong group.
Okay. What room?
Because I couldn't remember what I signed up for.
That's okay.
I'm with Kim Ness and Jessica Johnson. So
unfortunately it doesn't, it's harder to,
okay.
So do you know what room you were in?
I was in quality transition.
Okay.
And I think I was supposed to be in customized employment, but I had forgotten to keep track of that. I don't know. I
That's
just
okay.
got, you buffled with all the
I think-
trainings.
Yeah, no, it's definitely,
Is this not customized employment?
no, this is the main room. You can go back to your breakout room. The breakout rooms suddenly closed randomly and now they're back open. So my apologies. Okay, so.
Sorry, how do we get into our breakout room?
Yeah, how do we get back in there?
So there should be a more button at the bottom.
Oh, I thought I was kind of like talking to you by myself.
Sorry.
That's okay. No, my apologies, my fault. Okay. Okay. So sorry, it keeps moving on me.
Oh, breakout rooms. There we go.
Breakout rooms.
Move to, you said business engagement, Karen?
No.
Customized employment. So you were in high quality transition planning.
Yeah.
That's one you want to go to, high quality transition planning?
No, that's what I was in. It was either customized or BIN.
Or business engagement?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if it happens, I'll move you to business engagement first. And if it's not, you can come back and I'll move you to customized employment.
Okay. A creeper. Okay, thanks.
No, you're fine. Okay, so yeah, so everybody else, if you click, there's a more button on the bottom that you can rejoin your.
Yeah, it's not showing me. Sorry.
Let's see.
Business engagement.
Yeah, it's just, it says you're in there, like, so when you, so what's showing at the bottom of your screen is there like a 3 dots ellipses that has more?
Is it more participant options?
Yeah, try click on that.
Yeah, when I click on that, it doesn't show me anything. It just.
Okay. I'll just, let's see. No, I can't move you. I have to move you to the wrong room and then come back to this one and do that because it's still showing you in business engagement. It's not allowing me to move you. There should be some
Is it more
options.
meeting control?
I'm sorry?
Is it under more meeting control?
Yeah, try anything. There's just, I don't have the same screen as you, so.
Okay. Oh, join breakout room.
Perfect. There it is. Okay, so Karen, you need to be moved to customized employment.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. Let's see, where are you? Sorry, it's not the most user-friendly thing in the world. All right, now you should be able to go.
Thank you.
Yep. Jeff or James, do you need to be put in a different room? Okay. Jennifer, do you need to be put in a different room?
No, I just accidentally left out. Can you put me back in business?
So if you just, there should be like a more button at the bottom that you can.
Oh, yep, I found it.
Perfect,
Thank you.
And James, if you need to be put in a different breakout room, please let me know.